What's up with the What's Up gang? We back here with another video. You see the title, you see what the hell's going on in your timeline, on the news, whatever type of outlet you get your shit from, whatever. But yeah, it said Kevin Hart said something that Egyptians or Egypt, they didn't agree with. But yeah, without further ado, we're just gonna get into the video because I'm tired of just sitting on Facebook and reacting to stuff. This is really the main reason why I made the channel, because of Facebook. Because Facebook be like treating humans like lab rats, like, oh, just react to this. Do you like this? Does this make you mad? Does this make you happy? Does this make you sad? It's like no real dialogue. Get what I'm saying? Or yeah, it's just dumb. I don't understand the operations of Facebook, and I don't know. It's like niggas is lab rats on it. Like, they're not really talking or speaking, and even when they do, like, the human brain is like so short term nowadays that they just repeating headlines. People don't even notice it. They don't even notice it. But anyway, let's get into this video. This video is actually from Wise Society. I could go follow him. Look like he pretty much be posting stuff like this. Let's get into it.
I want to share this information with you of Egypt is in uproar because of Kevin Hart and his blackwashing the history of Egypt. Listen to this. Calls to cancel Kevin Hart's comedy show in Egypt over Afrocentric views. And it reads as such there, family members. Calls are growing in Egypt.
Is they gonna say what he said?
The upcoming stand-up show in Cairo by U.S. comedy star Kevin Hart over his past comments in support of Afrocentism.
Oh, so he got a show in
Egypt, which
Egypt.
has angered many in the country. On Tuesday, Hart announced on Twitter that he will be performing for the first time in Egypt at the Cairo Indoor Stadium in February 2023. However, his post promoting his reality check tour prompted many Egyptian users to call for the show to be boycotted or canceled due to Hart's Afrocentric views of ancient Egyptian civilization. Some users have started using hashtags calling for the show to be canceled and saying that Hart is not welcomed in the country as Egyptian history is a red line. Hart is once said to be stated, "We must teach our children the true history of Black Africans when they were kings in Egypt, and not just the era of slavery that is cemented by education in America. Do you remember the time when we were kings?" One user said Afrocentric wants to steal and attribute Egyptian civilization to Africans and tell modern Egyptians that we are occupying Egypt from them. We must all participate in the campaign to cancel Kevin Hart's concert. Among those calling for the show to be canceled was Egyptian actor Yusuf Othman. He highlighted that Hart had invested in an Afrocentric.
Who's Yusuf Othman, y'all?
Animation series by Black Sands Entertainment, which others have accused of blackwashing ancient Egyptian history. Now, hot daggone, here we go. This is the first time I heard about blackwashing. We hear about whitewashing, but now we're into this blackwashing. You're going to hear more.
Oh, I said blackwashing?
This is a shame.
Egypt?
Last year, prominent Egyptologist and former minister of antiquities Zal Hawass dismissed the notion that ancient Egyptians were Black Africans, but did acknowledge that there was evidence of Kushites who ruled Egypt during the 25th dynasty.
I actually caught up on all of this on the last thing that was in the media with Kyrie Irving. Right? That was Kyrie? Yeah, when Kyrie had posted that H2N on his social media. I rented that shit. I watched that shit. That shit was like 3 hours and 58 minutes long. Like, dog. Like, I remember when they used to roll the TVs out in high school or middle school or wherever, grade school. Why they ain't never rolled Hebrews to Negroes out? Like, that was a smooth 4-hour video. Like, I would have watched that and learned something. Like, But that's neither here nor there. Back to the video. But I did learn this about the Kushites and all that in that video. Y'all should go cop that. But don't be like me, pay $11. Like, well, yeah, never mind. Pay $11. Pay the $11, nigga.
Down in Egypt. And all the statues, the paintings.
I think it's giving 1857 to Netflix.
Folk, brown folk, whatever folk you see wasn't white folk. From the tan to the dark, whether they want to say Nubia, Kush, the land of Kush, whether they want to say it was whomever, it's in Africa. This is why some Egyptians that are there, they don't even know their history.
To be honest, I don't know.
Egypt, there are two theories.
Well, I guess because I've seen the white Cleopatra and all that.
Their origin was either from Semites, descendants of Shem, son of Noah, or Hamites, descendants of Ham, son of Noah, with input from Palestine and from Africa based on the faces of the people from the Delta and Upper Egypt, he said. Now, keep in mind, Upper Egypt is southward, okay? Going into the land of Kush, the land of Nubia. Afrocentrism gains traction in the U.S. following the growth of black consciousness in the civil rights movement of the 1960s and 70s and centuries on the history of people of African descent, and has been described as a response to the Eurocentric attitude about African history. One of the most disputed and divisive subjects has been the race of the ancient Egyptians, and the accusations that modern Egyptians have no claim to the country's ancient heritage due to being descendants of Arab invaders, while Afrocentrists have been accused of attempting to steal or appropriate Egyptian history. It is evident that there are Arabs that are there, and that the good thing is that paintings and statues showing the black faces, the DNA test that was done on the mummies,
like, it's so evident,
prove that it was all African. See, people don't want to admit, based upon scientific, historical, and archaeologist data, first man on earth was black. An African in the continent. Wasn't the name of the continent, but as a point of reference, Africa. All race of people come
this
from
looks
the
like
black
it's
man.
basically like giving him a lesson. Now, to my point, I'm all for pushing the right information and putting it out there and getting it embedded in all of us and getting our knowledge top tier, getting these books, whatever, it's history, like all of that. I'm for all of it. But this kind of take me back to the Kyrie situation too. It's like people, like even like black people now, like they're just getting mad that they're trying to cancel him. Like, y'all not getting mad, still trying to push the agenda, I guess. Like, you're not trying to push the truth. Y'all just getting mad because they're getting canceled and saying F them and all that. It's like, it's just like outrage against Egypt. But y'all don't get it. Not outrage, but it's like, I don't know, I don't get it. But I seen like a couple people saying like, oh, see, this is what they do when you start saying stuff and all this. But it's like, people have to understand, like, it don't matter what you say. You can offend somebody. That's just as simple as it is. He said something that was offensive in the way from jump. What I don't understand is black people always like just chasing a dollar. Like, they chasing a dollar like all the time. Like, let's like say like, all right, he was going to do a show at Cairo, I guess is what it's called. He had a stand-up shit in Cairo in February 2023. So boom, he makes an announcement. Cool, fine, make the announcement. And then he adds a little stuff at the bottom. I'm guessing that's what happened. The learn about the real stuff or all that. But it's like, bro, can't do that. not if you're going to them. Like, he could do that, but now you can't go there. Like, do y'all get what I'm saying? I feel like it's so simple. Like even with Kyrie, like you're in the NBA. The owner of the NBA is Jewish. If he think even if he didn't say anything about Hebrews being the real Jews or whatever, he said something else like, "Oh, I don't like your tie today." You could have kicked him out the league for that. Like he's offended. I don't think that's what people don't understand. Like you can't tell nobody else how to be offended. You can't tell nobody else how to take disrespect for what is disrespect to them. That's just my stance on it. Like it's unfortunate, but it's like do it on your own platform. That's all I'll be saying, really. To do it on your own platform, because then they can't cancel you. They can't take you off their shows. They can't ban you from their country. They can't do none of that because you're on your platform, saying what you want to say, preaching what you want to preach, teaching what you want to teach. I don't think you should go over and worry about the Egyptians, my G. I ain't know that shit. Worry about the people in the U.S. Like, now I'm going off. But that's just how I stand. Where I stand on, and that's how I am with everything. It's like, if I say, like, this is my channel, right? Everybody knows I love Joe Budden, right? If I hire you to work for me, you in my office talking crazy about Joe Buttons and his fans and all this extra shit all day, every day, and what Joe Budden really stands for and what happened in the past, and all, like, I don't want to hear that shit. Yeah, it's true, but I might have to get you up out of here. Like, nah, I don't know. It's just certain shit that's like people's not gonna allow in their space or in their business. And yes, it is wrong that they don't want him over there because they don't want him to blackwash ancient Egypt or whatever the bullshit they saying. Like, man, listen, as long as we know what's what, I think that's all that matters, especially right now, because a time will come where it'll be worldwide. That's all. Really. Now that they really like see that people's trying to whitewash, I guess, whitewash ancient Egypt. I feel like people been new this stuff though. But yeah, y'all, that was that on that. If y'all have different views or different opinions, it's like, again, this was nothing political. Like I'm with everything that he said, everything that he did or whatever. It's just, we gotta read the room sometimes. Pick a better place, a better platform like your own. That's all. But yeah, leave y'all comments, your opinions down in the comment section. Have a good night. We out of here.